Hey there, everybody. This is another video for my installment I like to call Games I Got from a Pawn Shop. So, a friend of mine asked me recently, hey, why aren't you going to pick up the next gen consoles? And, it's not that I'm not going to pick them up, it's just I've learned my lesson. See, I'm not exactly in the top price range for money. I'm not going to have a lot of cash. I usually don't in my life. It's kind of like I'm broke most of the time. And I go to a lot of pawn shops and I buy a lot of stuff used and secondhand because it's simply put, it's cheaper. Might as well. And personally, I don't want to buy a console and a system that's like 400, $500. That's just insane. Like, that's the reason I never did pick up a PS4. It took me forever. I mean, even now I'm considering picking up PS4 because I saw one for 120. It's like, hey, 120 bucks, a PS4. I think I might buy that. But until then, it was like, nope, I'm not doing it, just because it's just too expensive. If I'm going to spend that much cash, I might as well buy a computer. I could buy a kick-ass laptop, or build myself another system and just run Steam. And Steam sells games pretty cheap, so I could just go with the running Steam. So I haven't wanted to. The other reason is that I'm hearing, the whole digital rights management thing is kind of turning me off. That pisses me off. The whole having a console online also bugs me. That's another reason I used to buy consoles. I bought consoles because you didn't have the same problems that you had with a computer. This is the reason consoles exist. And now they're getting so pricey. They're getting about as pricey as a computer. They're getting about as they're getting this as bad as a computer, as glitchy as a computer. I'm finding some of the games are just really, really glitchy. One of my favorite games is still really glitchy, like Fallout New Vegas. Oh my goodness, that game is glitch city. And it's just like, it just seems like a lot of this that used to be, only you found on computers, but consoles you wouldn't run into that much. That bugs me a bit. The other, like, the whole idea of having to go online to, like, you need to go online for this, you need to go online for that. Honestly, I want to just play a game. I don't care about going online. I don't care about leaderboards. I never really did. I couldn't care if I'm the best of the best. I couldn't care about even the achievements. Some of them are funny, like I'll get to that with the Red Dead Redemption. Some of that is funny as all holy hell, and it just doesn't. It bugs me. So I also said I was going to mention this pawn shop as well in my last video. Well, I haven't gone yet. I'm going shortly, so I I'm gonna go. Definitely gonna have to go. I'm thinking of going tomorrow because I'm gonna get some extra cash. So I figure, I'm getting that extra cash. So once I get that extra cash, I might go pick up Just Cause, or as I like to call it, the good Bionic Commando. Not the one Capcom screwed up. Oh, Capcom. Okay, after I played Red Dead Redemption, a friend of mine lent me the last Resident Evil game. Oh, wow. Okay. I need to do a video called Capcom Sucks. I'm going to do a video called Capcom Sucks. It's coming. They may win me if they make a really, really good Street Fighter cartoon again. If they make a really kick-ass Street Fighter cartoon, I may not make it. But the way things are going with Capcom, yeah, yeah, I'm gonna get to them. Oh, am I going to get to them? Anyway, I'd like to leave that moment of darkness and, anger and screw you, Capcom! You killed Mega Man! Okay, okay, I gotta get back out of there. Okay. I'm gonna talk about something amazing. Red Dead Redemption. Wow. This game is probably one of the best cowboy games ever. And I've played them all. Except for the MMO. Wait, there was one. I heard there was an MMO out there. I'll have to play that shortly. I have played them all, almost all of them, and I love this game. It is a Rockstar game, and Rockstar, honestly, lately they build a lot of games based off the whole sandbox idea. Where, and I don't know if you know about sandbox, it's where you kind of have this huge area, and you just go anywhere in that area, and it is kind of cool and it is kind of fun, and I do kind of enjoy it. And I love the idea of it. It's a really great game. Like it has everything that a cowboy it's literally like if they took a cowboy movie and brought it to life and even like added more to it. It's really well done, really intelligent. And I can just sit here and sing its praises just by saying it's cool, it's cool, it's cool, it's cool, it's cool, like over and over and over again. And people would be thinking to themselves, yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Honestly, one of my top four games that Rockstar's ever made. you know, that Bully and a couple others. Yeah, I love the Bully. I'll get to Bully later. But yeah, Red Dead Redemption is absolutely amazing. So let's start off with the storyline. Okay, now this is going to be a little bit complicated because technically everything's a storyline in this game. There is so many things you can do. Not only like the main story, but there's all these little side quest stories that you can do over and over and over again. They're all over the place. And I'm gonna get to just the main story. The main story is about a guy named John Marston, I believe his name is. I don't know if I hope I'm saying that right. Is he's trying to basically get his family back. His family's basically being held against their will. Uh, and his job is to basically go after all the guys he used to ride in with his old gang. And that's the game. It is well done, very well done on that sense. Like the story is fun, and you go all over the place. You go all over New Austin, and New Austin is massive. Like that's one thing Rockstar does good. Honestly, Saints Row was is great for that too. Like THQ did amazing work with Saints Row, and I honestly am saying Rockstar pick up Saints Row. I think if anyone was to do Saints Row justice, Rockstar could do it because I think THQ's now out of business. But Saints Row is amazing for doing these huge things, and so is Rockstar. Rockstar does these amazing, and I mean amazing game. Like oh my god, you can go almost anywhere. Like you see that house, you can go into that house. You see that place over there, you can go over there. It's just amazing, this huge massive world, and you travel through it and you change a lot of the world. Like you are slowly building around the world, like you're slowly doing all this stuff, and you do have a serious thing, and you can either be the most honorable guy while you're doing these missions or the biggest prick on the planet. You can do the most horrible things. And the main story is him trying to get his family back, and that is what I mainly played, and it was super super fun. But there's so much little stuff in the storylines. Oh wow, the whole there are hundreds, and honestly, in a good cowboy movie, that's all it would take. That's all it would take in a good cowboy movie. In a good cowboy movie, all you would have is like someone trying to redeem and get his family back. That sounds like a Clint Eastwood movie right there. And that just sounds like a total Clint Eastwood movie. And then you add all the side stuff, which would actually be a part of a Clint Eastwood movie, but one part of it. Like I think you run into this weird, like almost devil character in one setting that knows everything about you. You run into like some of the most craziest things, like that whole where you get the flowers for somebody, and the those things stick out on me. And there's even more. Like I can go on and on and on with the mini stories. There's hundreds I don't know how many. Like, there's so many. Like, I don't even know. Like, I could keep on going forever. Like I said, I was kind of burning through the game, so I never got to do all the side stories because I wanted to finish it as soon as possible and kind of do get this review off. But it was still amazing, and that's not saying some of the stuff I just did randomly out in the book. You don't know how many times I was wandering out there just hunting, just sitting out there shooting deer in the middle of nowhere. Just do, bang, 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 keep on going. I did that for hours and hours and hours. Like it blew my mind how fun some of that gets. You can rob people. That's kind of cool. That's fun. Like you don't ever see that in very many games. Like Grand Theft Auto did it actually. I think the first time they ever did robbing something in Rockstar's was Vice City. I think. If I'm wrong, I totally apologize, but I vaguely remember you can actually rob people in Vice City. It was either Vice City or San Andreas. I'm totally sorry if I screwed that up. I haven't played Vice City in a long time, so I'm going off memory. I'm going off sleep deprived memory here. So I do apologize. Uh, just a beautiful, beautiful storyline with, somewhat of a sad ending. I think it's kind of sad. I don't know if you can kill everybody off, but I tried. I'm not 100% sure if you can or not. But you go out in a blaze of glory, which is kind of kick-ass. you know, all the games, all the sub games in it, you can do like the whole ranching. You can actually, do the whole cow herding thing. That's kind of kick-ass. You can do the whole building, capturing horses. That's fun as all holy hell. That is amazing. That actually, that takes some serious, serious patience, by the way. How many times I've fallen off, or accidentally, ran up and caught the horse, and as the horse, just as I caught up to the horse booked it, and that freaking dragged me along. You know, that's freaking fun. Again, I can go right back to the hunting, the whole foraging and hunting and stuff. You can do that for hours on end. The mini games like the poker, blackjack, dice, those you can play forever. Those you can play like God. I did those for like a good 4 or 5 hours. Like you could just sit there and play it. Just sit there and play poker and have a good time. The whole outfits, all the add-ons, the equipment. Like there's even there's an outfit that allows you to cheat in poker and dice, I think. Yeah, poker and dice. I'm absolutely certain poker and dice. I don't think there's another option. And you can cheat. That's kind of cool. The whole idea that you can go on patrol in one of the places. I think you can go on patrol for a couple places. I can't remember which all places you can go on patrol, but you can go on patrol where you wander around with this dog, and this dog kind of shows you where bad guys are, and you can basically stop them or catch them from doing stuff or even arrest them. The whole random encounters. Okay, this got a little bit much sometimes. When I was doing some of the side quests for the strangers, I found myself constantly. Okay, here's a funny story. So I'm doing a mission here in the game, kind of like going to the, I think, the appetite. It was either the appetite mission or was it the appetite mission? It was one of the two missions. The appetite mission. No, no, no. It was the mission for the woman who's like looking for her husband or something like that. And in that mission, I had a situation where I went down the street. As I got to Armadillo, someone was being robbed. So I saved them. Not even a second later, help, help, help! This chick's screaming as this guy's taking her away. So that was happening. It gets like funnier and funnier. Like you run into a lot of that, a little bit too much sometimes. The bounty missions. Oh God, I love doing bounty hunt missions. I actually did that a lot. Like that became a level of addiction on my end. I was like, the second I saw the warrant thing, it's like, okay, screw all other missions. Do 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 charge bounty mission. I would go right to the bounty mission because those are fun, and if you really want to test your skill, like if you're using your dead eye and stuff, and you really want to test how good you are in that game, do those bounty missions. The duels were fun, although a little bit tough. I had some issues with the duels. I don't know if it's just me. It must be me because I've had in every cowboy game I've ever played, and I can compare it to Gun. I think had it. Red Dead Revolver had it, and thank God I haven't yelled. Thank you, I haven't screwed up and said Red Dead Revolver repeatedly in this review. Oh, oh, yeah, that's kind of funny. Anyway, in Red Dead Redemption, the duels were kind of fun. I had a little bit of issues with them, and I think it's just because I just for some reason can't do them. But they're fun. The whole Again, the whole riding horses is amazing. Like God, like just the horseplay, like that alone makes the game amazing. Like you can walk, like just riding the horse, like you can just keep traveling out there. Like that I found that fun. I found that just riding the horse out in the middle of nowhere, just do 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 do. The ability to rob people, that is fun. That is totally fun. The ability to rob, like I think you can even rob trains. I think you can rob banks. I don't know how far you can actually go with some of this. I wasn't able to. I kind of had to rush a little bit, but I did do some of this, and it was fun. You know, it just overall, probably one of the best. Like I said, it's one of the best Rockstar games ever. Now the downsides. There are a few downsides. The game can be a little bit glitchy. I've had some glitching, not a lot compared to when it first came out. I guess for whatever reason it had a lot of glitches, and I don't know why it had a lot of glitches. Like I had problems with the copies I bought. It took me a while to I had to get like a like the later version works better, but I had a lot of glitching. I don't know, maybe it was just the Xbox I had at the time, 'cause maybe my Xbox was dying or something, I don't know. When I originally bought it, this one wasn't so bad, but this has some pretty bad glitching. And my only real pet peeve in this game was the whole drowning in water. That, okay, first of all, shouldn't happen. Rockstar, you've been doing swimming in water for a long time before this game came out. Again, I can mention Bully. You don't need to put that in a game. I hate that, especially in Thieves Landing. I had some pro. This might have just been poor gameplay, but sometimes I'd make a quick turn. I'd end up in the drink, going full steam with my horse. It's like, oh hell, I drowned again. So that's my only real gripe. Now I'm gonna tell a couple fun things that happened to me in the game. Okay, I love this, and this was so cool. I was riding this giving her just giving her on my horse, and I just caught somebody, and this train was coming. And so I was like, oh God, I'm gonna get nailed. Like I have like three other guys following me and they're chasing me, and I'm gonna get caught. So I took the horse pills. I took the horse pills, gave it to the horse to speed up his stamina, gave her, and actually ran past the train. As I was running past the train, I hear in the background, ah! And I guess they got nailed by the train. Two of the guys died. That was cool. That was so cool. Whenever you have a cool moment like that, you have to bring it up. Another really cool moment was the guns, and I had this one point where I shot someone, and it had a weird. I don't know if it was a glitch, but because I was shooting, I shot someone and nailed a deer. I put a bullet in a deer's brain. I was firing more than one shot. I was like bang, 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 and all of a sudden one hit the guy, and I was using the dead eye, and I guess the other shot, I guess because the deer was running, behind him, and because I just had missed, I was like, wait a minute. I go past, I just walk a little bit past him, like, I nailed a deer. Holy crap. That's kind of cool. When that happens in video games, I love that. That actually says to me that they actually put some serious effort into it. So that's my take on Red Dead Redemption, one of the best Rockstar games ever. Uh, in closing, I'm going to talk to the pawn shops tomorrow. I'm probably going to pick up another video game for games I bought off a pawn shop. And yeah, Capcom, screw you. You killed my Mega Man! Bah! I am doing a Capcom review. I am doing an overall Capcom review. Eventually. It's coming, people. I am going to go insane. I apologize. I am going to go completely crazy. And I am going to rip Capcom a new ass. I'm going to talk to a friend of mine who was a hardcore Capcom fan like I was, and we're going to figure this out. And when we figure out, we get some dates, we are going to have some fun. All right. Anyway, in closing, I'm going to do the zombie mission. I'm probably going to do zombie mission or the or Just Cause, because, Just Cause. So anyway, those are my next two probable reviews, maybe Mass Effect. So so that's all I gotta say. In closing, see you guys later, and have a good one.